All right, so we're going to call the Nebraska Attorney General's office and complain to them for not doing their jobs, and also explain to the Nebraska Attorney General's office that the people who they sent me to also would not do their jobs. Does this sound like fun? Of course it does. Let's see, we got a lot of calls with Legal Aid of Nebraska. Chapel Clinic. Oh, we got some phone numbers here that called me that never got called back, apparently. Legal Aid of Nebraska. Legal Aid of Nebraska didn't even listen to what's going on before being ass wipes. There's one situation they're pretending that they're willing to help me with, but we already got that taken care of between me and Meg. Meg is my autism advocate. She has done more than the people who are literally paid to do what it is that she has done.
Attorney General's office, how may I direct your call?
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I need to make a lot of different complaints.
Okay, and which area are you looking for, sir?
I live in Chapel, Nebraska, and I've had issues with Nebraska State Patrol, Dual County Sheriff's Department, and a few other departments over threats and harassment and abuse that I've been taking, and nobody will investigate it. You guys sent me to the FBI telling me that it was the FBI's job. I got a hold of the FBI. They said that it wasn't their job. On another occasion, you guys told me to get a hold of the Nebraska State Patrol, who also repeatedly told me it was not their job. The Dual County Sheriff's Department is obviously not going to do their job. I've been trying to turn them in since 2008. Nebraska State Patrol was supposed to call me in 2008 about those situations, and they never got back a hold of me, ever.
Okay, sir, I'm going to go ahead and transfer you.
Yes, ma'am.
You have a good day.
Yes, ma'am.
You have reached Jennifer Brown, Director of Constituent Services with the Nebraska Attorney General's Office. I'm sorry you missed your call. Please leave me your name, a callback number, and a detailed message. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, my name is Sean Schwartz, and I have a whole bunch of abusive situations I have to turn in. I keep getting shipped around, getting the runaround, and going around in circles trying to get anything done. My phone number is you guys have spoken to me on multiple occasions, and nothing has ever happened. You guys have sent me to the FBI telling me that it's their job, and the FBI says that it's not. You guys sent me to the Nebraska State Patrol, who said that it's not their job. You guys said that it was. Something needs to be done about this. I can't continue to call people for years and years while going through years and years of abuse. I shouldn't have to go back to my predators to try to get help. That includes the Dual County Sheriff's Department and the Nebraska State Patrol. Please give me a call back as soon as possible. The safety issues need to be dealt with. Myself and my autism advocate have spent literally hundreds of hours on the phone trying to get help. This is not an acceptable way to treat disabled people. It's not an acceptable way to treat anyone. Please call me back as soon as possible. All right, we got that call made. Luckily, I was able to, well, talk to one person. Looks like somebody is over here typing either in Spanish or Portuguese, and I don't know which. We'll try Spanish first. Spanish to English. We'll go over here. Bueno, chao. Copy. Paste. It says okay, bye. All right. What does the other one say? No me acuerdo porque estoy something. I don't know. We'll paste it. It says, I do not remember because I am subscribed. Okay, well, let's see what the first one says. It says, no sé inglés. I'm assuming that's something to the effect of, it says, I don't know English. All right. Well, that makes sense. I suppose that ought to be the end of this video. Here's the thing, just because it's illegal and just because it's wrong doesn't mean anybody's going to do anything about it. That's the problem with this country. People don't care unless it's happening to them. And by then, of course, it's too late. There's a lot of people who promised to help me that ended up in a lot worse trouble. They ended up getting victimized by the police, ended up getting harassed by the police, having the police threaten to take their children away if they helped me. That's not going to stop me from speaking out. I have been to jail repeatedly since Natalie died to protect children. So any of y'all who want to pretend like I'm some sort of a villain can kiss my rosy red ass. The fact is, the villains in Amy Spencer's children's lives, well, Amy Spencer is one of them. Sorry, she changed her name. It's Amy Kingery now. There's also Andrew and Amy Witcher. Who are their kids' predators? They are. Andrew chose methamphetamines over his kids and then thought it was okay to molest them. Not fucking okay. Amy Witcher, well, she should have turned his ass in, but she didn't. Instead, she got addicted to cocaine. Swell. Not that anybody's going to do anything about it. These people are more human than I am to your society. You know what the difference between me and Andrew Witcher is? There's lots of differences. Number one, I don't do meth. Number two, I don't molest kids. Number three, I don't force my wife to have sex with me. I don't have to. I'm not married. If I was to get married, chances are pretty good it would not be to an American woman. I've got to deal with enough crap already without having to deal with drama hounds who only care about themselves. And we teach women in America only to care about themselves. You didn't get a pony for your 16th birthday. Big fucking whoop. Now, it doesn't matter that these things that were done to me are illegal, because nobody has bothered to investigate it. Imagine that. I need to get somebody to investigate it who's actually going to. Obviously, the FBI is not interested. FBI agents took part in the threats, harassment, and intimidation and lying to try to help my predators. My predators pretend that they're victims, and magically it's okay to deny all of my rights. You goddamn right I'm going to speak up. Here in the United States of America, it is obvious that law enforcement does not enforce the laws. They pick and choose based on who they like. And who do they like? Well, just like with most Americans, it's got more to do with your looks and your pocketbook than anything else. Never mind the abuse that I've had to endure for the last 6 years now, that I'm still enduring. That doesn't matter because I have a penis. It doesn't matter because I'm white. BLM don't give a shit about me. These feminist groups don't give a shit about me. And feminist is really a nasty word. You're either fighting for equal rights or you are fighting for special rights. And if you are fighting for special rights, you don't deserve them. You think that only women should be allowed to hit people. Women should not be allowed to hit people. You change the rules all the time. It's kind of like listening to Christians. If they don't like the president, there's 4 different books in the Bible where they can say, oh, well, it says this, 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 and this. We should do something about it. But then again, if they like the president, they always go to the book of Romans. What does Romans tell you? It tells you to lay down and be a bitch. The book of Romans tells you that authority is absolute and they deserve to be there. The book of Romans is a bunch of bullshit. The whole Bible is full of contradictions, just like American society. Meanwhile, our society is as far from what Jesus taught as we can get. And it's not atheists pushing that. It's the Christian community pushing it. Ew! It's like Jews being pro-Nazi. How fucking insane is that? Are there any pro-Nazi Jews? Well, there's a lot of Jews on the planet. The chances of at least one of them being pro-Nazi are actually pretty good. And before you want to try to debunk that as a myth, let me explain to you that in the state of Colorado, there were black members of the KKK. That is a true fucking story. You can look it up. Registered card-carrying members of the KKK. That ain't right, is it? Of course it's not. Of course it's not. The world changes when we make it change. But that means we have to put some actual work into it. There's a lady I know. She's complaining that she doesn't have enough money. She needs a job, but she is not willing to get a job. I offered to buy an entire computer for her and pay her phone bill if she could help me with what I need to, in addition to paying her at least $1,000 a month, if not more. And that depends on how well she actually does the job. If she's busy running out and spending money on methamphetamines and not helping, well, all I'm out is a computer. No biggie. I'm willing to buy that computer to get that help. Now, another thing to take notice of, I've got $4,000 in $20 bills in my pocket. The reason for that is because if I keep it in my bank account, which is actually not my bank account, it's a government account, if there's over $2,000 in it, then they take all of my money. If someone was to shoot me in the head today, they would be $4,000 richer. A week ago, it would have been $3,000 richer. Now, by the end of the week, it might be $5,000 if I'm able to get all the money out that I need to get out. And then I'll have $5,000 in $20 bills. And that money needs to be spent to get me the help that I need. Now, this lady, she's given me every excuse why she can't. Why she can't make any effort towards it. No matter what, there is always some reason she can't try. Let's see. Here she says, I'm terrible at talking to anybody on the phone. I don't even talk on the phone. I avoid all phone calls altogether. Well, she can't talk to me on the phone. That works. She also says, I don't think I will be great for that. I'm sorry. I am not good at anything I know. I will fuck this up somehow. I just don't want to cause people any more problems. Trust me, I find ways to fuck everything up, even when not trying. You know, she doesn't want the job. She doesn't get the job. No problem. I'll move on. But I typed to her, of course, the very end of it, I typed, you might fuck everything up. You might not. But I don't trust anyone. I'll continue trying to find help. I have money specifically for help going through evidence. It seems you aren't willing to try, so I won't waste any more of your time with it. So that money, $4,000 sitting in my pocket, it's not enough to get me a place of my own, especially with my credit. It's not really enough to do a whole hell of a lot with. 5 years ago, it would have been great. 5 years ago, that would have been more than enough to help me out of my situation. But now I have to deal with all of the shit, this expensive shit that I have to jump through because cops didn't want to do their job. Now, if somebody wants the job, obviously I got $4,000 in my pocket to pay somebody to help me. Then again, it's been years of trying to get help, and the biggest issue that I've had is trying to get women to help. Women in this country are taught to be lazy. They are taught they don't have to do anything. They are taught that they can manipulate men into giving them everything. They might have their heart in the right place, but when it comes down to actually doing work, that's where the excuses pop up. Peaches was going to help me, but then when it came time to help, it was nothing but excuses. Mandy Hughes was going to help me, but when it came time to help, she was nothing but excuses. When it came to her daughter, Alyssa Rainwater, she was all sorts of vocal about going to help me. But when it came time to actually do it, she was chock full of excuses. Shannon Alvarado was going to help me, but when it all came down to it, she was chock full of excuses. For Stephanie Mejia, she had lots of pretty words to say, but when it came time to actually do something, she was chock full of excuses. But then there's the fact that these women, nearly all of them volunteered men to do what it is that they said they were going to do. Stephanie Mejia had a guy named Juan Santana help me, and he did help me. She was busy trying to hop on Ventus's dick the whole time I was there. No, she can't help me when she's busy trying to hop on some penis. Then there's all these agencies that are somehow magically able to get away with not doing the job that they're paid for. The government is paying them for a job that they're not doing. And then magically they just change it all around. And this is why it is important for cops to do something when this shit is first fucking brought to them. Because after a while, people's memories start to fucking disappear. The things that they should remember, it's long in the past, so they can't remember shit. Is that my fault? No, it's not my fault that cops wouldn't do shit. Dual County Sheriff Scott DaCosta did not want to do his fucking job. He didn't want to do his job so much that he committed felonies so he didn't have to do any work. He is still the sheriff in this town. I was vocal about the people that I was trying to take to court for a reason. I was vocal about taking Scott DaCosta to court and Leslie Snell to court and William Barr to court and Robert Warnick to court. And all four of those people conspired to prevent me from having an honest court date. They literally broke the law so that I could not turn them in. Not that it matters. Nebraska Attorney General's office ain't going to do shit. The FBI ain't going to do shit. Nebraska State Patrol ain't going to do shit. God bless America, right? Fuck this country.